Okay, folks. Okay, my name is Stephen Tyrone Cuffey. I'm one ambassador of TBC. It's a pleasure to be with you for another broadcast meeting. This meeting is held every Monday around this time, which is ready around 2 o'clock West African time and 9 o'clock in the morning, my time here on the East Coast of the United States. It's a pleasure to be with you all. And folks, I want to say something to you. It is such an honor to be among all of you all on this day. Now, I know when you're watching this, it could be possibly morning, afternoon, and even night. But the fact that you're here is what's important, because I try to get some information that always can enhance yourself, because I truly believe if we are good TBCians, we also got to be good human beings as well. And I'm so into us being the best we can be. Now, as admin always said, if we got all this, all we got to be good stewards of all this, TBC coin in our wallets. We also have to create the mindset that goes along with it. We got to make sure we are doing the right things in terms of being great TBCians. But in doing that, we also have to learn and be mindful of a lot of things along the way. And that's something that I'm really into, improving ourselves in different facets and different ways. Now, what I want to say to you is this, and I got some more people joining. I want to say to you, like I said before, there's a particular great man here in the United States I follow, and he's known worldwide. And he's big in real estate, okay? He knows how to, and I'm not talking about real estate of just homes. I'm talking about apartment buildings. Yes, he is a multimillionaire like our dear admin, and admin knows this person, trust me. I know admin knows who this person is. And when I say the name, some of you may even have heard of this name before. His name is Grant Cardone. Grant Cardone. I've been following him for about maybe as long as I've been in TBC, or maybe not longer. But it's something that I came across, something that I think it can help us as TBCians in terms of what I found on the internet for this topic today. Now, I'm going to be sharing my screen in just a moment. Okay. All right, let me share my screen. And when you see this screen, you'll know exactly what the topic is going to be today. And by the time we talk about this today, you may even know what the key word is today. Okay, so you can get your credit for being here today. Okay, here we go. Okay, what we're going to talk about today is 6 ways to grow your personal economy. Now, this key word right here, economy, is a key word in TBC, because that's essentially what we're building. We're not dependent upon a government, are we? We're not dependent upon any public entity to help us grow our own economy, are we? We're creating our own economy here in the Billion Coin. But in creating your own what? Personal economy. Okay? Because if everyone has a great personal economy, guess what can happen to the TBC as a global economy? And being private, of course. Let me add that. Okay? So, 6 ways to grow your personal economy. Now, I'm not going to read everything here, but I'm going to just go over some things. The first way is to increase your what? Think. Increase here. It says, don't think small, think bigger. The bigger the problem, the more money is available. But people don't seem to think that, do they? Okay. Number 2, Reduce your time. It says here, shrink the time down to accomplish your targets. Don't waste Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, what he says here, drinking with your friends or just hanging out doing it, doing whatever. Use those days too. Number 3, fill your pipeline. And these are, when in this case, he's saying, keep a calendar full. Don't bet on one deal or client. Have so many appointments and clients on your list that one will make or break your success. How often has admin talked about is a numbers thing. You got to get out and talk to people and talk to merchants and do all those kinds of things. All right. You hear Mbeh says that all the time, right? Number 4, stay super focused. That is so important. See, he says here, Mr. Cardone says there's misinformation everywhere. It's everywhere, folks. Get rid of the junk and remove distractions. Don't lose sight of what you need to do to reach your target. I've heard that word target used, and admin used that word before. Number 5, follow the money, not the hustle. He says, winners are closing, maximize what you can while it's still available. It is, in this case, he's saying it's not an auto industry, online or in real estate, is it? He said just maximize what you can, okay? And number 6, stack and pack. He says, get it, keep it, put it away. Generate as much income as you can and put it away to invest in income producing assets, okay? He says here, I'm gonna just read this passage here. He says, to put it together, he says, you have understand how income flow works. But most people rely on one flow of income like a salary. Salary is like a hammock, a place where you sit back, enjoy if it's good enough. Sounds nice, but what do you do when something unexpected happens? Just like the ups and downs of the economy, you have to plan for the worst. He says, look for ways to increase your main flow of income and build as many secondary flows that you can. Okay? It says when you're looking to move from one flow to the next, make sure they are symbolic and reinforced with what you're already doing. He says too many people pay attention to a secondary flow and let go of the first one. Always protect the main flow and use it to fill all others. Now, folks, I brought this up. If anyone got anything, I'm going to stop sharing the screen for just a minute. And I want to ask anyone, did anyone got anything to say regarding your personal economy? What do you believe you got to prove within yourself here in TBC so you can be even better TBCian out there in building our economy of TBC? What can we do as yourself, us people, us? What can you do, or what do you believe we can do to improve ourselves? Does anyone want to just I don't see any hands, I'm letting some more people in. I don't know if they all can get in. Let's see here. But I'm gonna just say this. What I'm saying to you is this. Do anyone here got anything to say regarding what I just read? We're talking about personal economy. Within yourself. You're not talking about any organization. We're talking about you. What can you do to improve what you are? Because see, a lot of us work what we call employment or jobs, right? And we just depend on that alone. But is that getting you where you want to be? That's what we have TBC, right? But are you using TBC as a catalyst to move you beyond where you are now? Well, admin wants us to move us where we are by now. Because see, admin is already, he's reached kind of the top of where he wants to reach. He's already a multimillionaire. But we know that we all are, right? But we are in TBC coin. But I'm asking you this, how can you also improve yourself as a TBCN in terms of your personal economy? Anyone got anything? Anyone else? Anyone else got anything to add? I don't see any hands yet. I hope y'all understanding what I'm saying here. Talking about your personal economy. What you know is your job all you have? Is that all you have? So you got to ask yourself that. We know we're TBCNs. So a job is not all you have, is it? But are you using that secondary thing here? The secondary thing here in this thing would be TBC. Because you had this job before you had TBC. Years ago, maybe months ago. But are you using this secondary thing called the being coin as a way to move you beyond where you are now, economically? See, that's the thing you got to be thinking about. We hear Mbeh says it all the time. You see? So, folks, I'm not going to be with you long because I don't see any hands, but I hope I haven't startled you all. I hope y'all all get it, what I'm saying. Okay, here's, I got one hand, Mr. Pritam. We got one hand here. I see Mr. Pritam Kumar from India. It's so great to see him. How you doing, sir?
Hello, brother. It has been a long time.
Yes.
Not in a touch, and I truly inspired by your words and teaching methodologies. All the broadcasters and what we are planning ahead for the 1 million badass broadcasters worldwide. We need to establish the YouTube channel very, very soon so that the whole world we see will definitely see the TVC, how it's going, how it's moving, and so many strategies and plans are being working out. Our leader Stephen Kofi and the brother too also, he's a very dynamic leader. I have been following his paths, the proven path, the follow the blogs, be a student of the following the blogs and all. So we should not have the fear factor to become as a real badass broadcasters. Our brother Stephen Kofi won't lie. He is a mentor. After all, admin has chosen him because of his consistency and patience in his work about our TVC community. So he had been selected as an ambassador because of his consistency and his dedication in our community. So we have been in this part for long time with our brothers. So that was a very, very awesome moments when we, in every broadcastings, we used to be part of the session, share our dialogues, then share our thoughts and ideas how to expand our community members. So I appeal all the leaders and who are doing the broadcastings in every nations across the globe, please follow the system. At least let us have a consistency and create 1 million badass broadcasters worldwide. We have been targeting and we have been discussing for that too also. So don't have a fear factor. So any technical difficulties, you can reach to your country leader or to our brother and ambassador Stephen Kofi too. And at the same time, you may reach to my channel so that I can provide the technical difficulties, the sessions. So let's have the consistency, let's follow the path, and let us make things happen very, very soon as different phenomenons and a parabolic graph we are going to acknowledge very, very soon to the different nations across the globe too also. So with that being said, is a short message to all the lovely TVCs, my brothers and sisters, and all the dynamic and esteemed leaders worldwide. Let's have patience, let's rock and roll. TBC is going to happen something inside its community. Let all the other members outside of this community watch it and follow our system too also. Thank you so much for having me and for giving this privilege of time to speak about a few moments. Thank you, brother, and all the TBCs worldwide and all the broadcasters.
Oh, thank you so much, Mr. He's a great leader, and he's one of our broadcasters out doing the weekly meeting. He's an awesome person. Thank you so, Mr. Pratam. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother.
Okay, we have another great person here that wants to join us. Now, I may not pronounce your word. I think is it Yubi? Mr. Yubi? Just unmute yourself, sir.
Yes, you're correct.
Oh, it's great to see you. It's great to see you,
My
sir.
greetings to you. Yes.
Yes,
It's my pleasure to see you again.
I never forget the face. I never forget the face.
Yeah. Interesting. Well done, brother. You see how one can improve his personal economy. I, for one, there are several areas that TBC can help me improve my economy. Starting from the Bitcoin bounty, which if I'm able to bring people and I ask them to pay, if they are able to pay, then I have something for myself. Half of what they are paying becomes mine. That will improve my economy. And as I attend this meeting that you are piloting, at the end of it, I am giving a part of maybe one coin, and that also improves my economy as it were. And if I'm able to bring merchants who takes me for, if I sign contracts with them, whoever they bring in that I assist them, whatever money that comes in is shared 50-50 between me and that merchant too. These are various ways that we can improve our economy. It doesn't look as if, it looks like the list continues that does not end truly. If we actually are members of TBC and we are able to harness what we get from it, our economy will definitely improve. There is nothing like one has come here and find himself in a cash trap situation. Thank you very much for allowing me.
Oh God, you're right. You're right on, brother. Oh, I'm with you 100% on what you just said. Oh, thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Oh, he was on money. See, it's about us improving ourselves, our personal economy, the income that's bringing in our household. We got to be thinking about that. But if we're out here getting Bitcoin bounties, with it, we know that it's Bitcoin Cash that we're getting, but we know that. But the fact that that's part of our personal economy, folks. So as we bring more people into TBC, as we bring more merchants in TBC, folks, you're getting compensated every time you bring someone or bring a merchant into our platform. So that's the thing you got to remember, okay? All right, now for the keyword. Now I know that we know what the keyword is because we're talking about it today. Does anyone want to, Mr. Yubi, do you know what the keyword is? What you think it is?
It is economy.
He got it, he nailed it. It's economy. Economy is the keyword. That's right. Economy. All small case. And it's economy. Now, what I go ahead and do, folks, let me share my screen again. And let's just go to my Creamcast back office. I'm already there. You go on to broadcast, you go on to meetings and a broadcast meeting keyword, and you just put in economy. and boom, it's there. That's the key word. Just like I just got credit, you'll get credit too. The exact same. All small case letters. Economy is the key word for the broadcast meeting today. Economy is the key word. Okay, let me stop the meeting. I mean, not stop the meeting, I mean stop the sharing screen. And let me go. Hold on a minute, let me do this. Let me go to the chat. Yes. Economy is someone has already put it in the chat. Exactly how you see it in the chat. Economy. That is the key word for everyone that's here today. Okay. All right, folks. Let me check one more thing, one more time. I like what this person said. Thinking bigger is actually what made me enter TBC. I like that. See, folks, we can't be thinking small. That's what we've been doing. Thinking small is what a lot of people are doing most of their lives growing up. We got to think bigger than what we are. Remember, abundance is what's in order here. Abundance. That's in our Holy Bible, isn't it? Abundance. But that's not the key word, though. Economy is here. Okay. All right, folks. Let me see if anybody, let me just check just to make sure. Let me just see if anybody not a participant. Folks, we're going to get ready to close our meeting because I know that we have in about a half an hour, we start our weekly meetings. So I know our host got to get it with that. Okay, I got another, we got time here. We got JD. JD.
Hello, good morning. Thank you so much, Puffy. Thank you for the positive motivational content. I'm new to TBC and so I haven't increased my awareness of what broadcasting does or seeing the content of a broadcaster.
Yes.
So I wanted to know if there were some links that you could go to and how do you broadcast?
Oh, oh gosh. Well, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna just share this with you just real quickly. There are even under Mbeh Derick's YouTube page, he has a what do you call it, a video on what you do to broadcast. Now I can share this. I have what you call a Zoom an account, ZOOM.us. You can actually go there and actually listen to this, folks. Now they have the free one that lasts about 45 minutes. That's free. No, they charge you nothing. You can do video just like I'm doing right here for that. Or you can pay for the next one. It only got $15 and some cents. And you can get up to 100 people, or you can pay more to get more. Okay, past 100. And that can and when you start paying, it could be it can last however how long you want to last the meeting. And then you record that, and then it downloads on your computer. And then if you got a YouTube account, now it was a time when I did my broadcast, I used to do my broadcast on YouTube, but they stopped allowing you to do broadcasts on YouTube as in their actual platform. So there are other platforms. You see all these YouTube videos is because they're using screenocast.com, different type of video platforms, and then they put the link, they download it on their YouTube page. You need I would say it'd be good to have a YouTube account, okay, and also a Zoom account. There are some other platforms that broadcasters use too, but I use Zoom because it's just to be easy. It works easier for me. And Zoom is very popular worldwide, particular because, you know, we went through this thing worldwide and people were using that to see each other and talk to each other. But zoom.us is a good platform to use. And you just record yourself and you just talk about, you can actually go in your CringoCast back office and read things and actually talk about things that you learn. Just teach, you can, I'm gonna be honest with you folks. When I started broadcasting long time ago, I say long time ago, a few years ago, what I did personally, I did not record for a whole week. I just recorded myself and see how I looked broadcasting. A little fearful, but I didn't let that stop me. But being a broadcaster, my God, like Mr. Pratam was talking about, I'm telling you, you get a lot of credit for that in TBC coin for being a broadcaster. A lot of coin. And you get a lot of coin for that. So I can say to you is that, and I don't do it just for that. I do it because we need to get the word out that way. And I have over 1,000 YouTubers. I mean, I'm 1,000 people that subscribe to my YouTube. So, and I'm under Stephen Cuffey. That's my YouTube link. And way back, you have to go way back in my videos, like hundreds of them, to find out. I did 1 or 2 videos on what steps, actually step by step on how to do a broadcast. And but Mbeh also has one too. I also believe Mbeh has one also, if I'm right about it. I believe I've seen one before in our CringoCast back office under the blog, the private blog page. You really got to go down and find it though. But like I said, Zoom and a YouTube account is the 2 things that can get you to do a smooth broadcast. And admin, let me share this also to you, Miss JD. One thing too, you don't always have to do, let me share this with you folks in case y'all didn't know that. You don't always have to talk about TBC in your broadcast. Admin has already told us that. You can talk about different facets is going on around you and not anything personal per se, but I'll say the economy, what you see, how things are going. If you want to mention something about TBC, you can. Or do you want to talk about TBC in your broadcast? But admin wants you to be out there. He wants you to be out there, share. And your broadcast could be, get this, the broadcast could be 10 minutes. And if it's real good, it could be 5 minutes. If it's sending a message in that small period of time, that's what that you always want to be thinking in a broadcast, saying something or showing someone something that can help them. That's what I've always had in my head when I was doing a broadcast. Always talking about something that can bring that make someone think. You got to be great thinkers, folks. Positive thinkers. Okay. So you can, like I said, I hope that was helpful for you. I use zoom.us and also YouTube. You can get a YouTube account by just Google, having a Google account. I mean, Google. If you have a Gmail account, that's all linked to Google too. It's very simple. Very, very simple. And it doesn't cost anything for a YouTube account, by the way. And you can do have a free Zoom account up to about 40-45 minutes. You can stay on. It'll give you a look about 5 minutes before it cuts off. It'll show on your screen only. And you can do the same thing I'm doing right now. Okay. All right. Let me see if we got anybody else. I think I saw one other hand for a moment. Mr. Mark. Mark, is that Stith?
Mark Silly.
Yes. Just unmute yourself. Mark
Can
Smith?
you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you, Ambassador Stephen,
Mm-hmm.
plus the TBC members on the broadcast meeting now.
Mm-hmm.
Just want to share the keyword economy,
Yes, economy, yes.
fundamental,
Mm-hmm.
mainly to me. As for me, I don't have a work, but I do small street vendor to put money to me as a personal economy, as you said. But it is very great than being
Mm-hmm.
working for someone else. I mean, the government or the company.
Mm-hmm.
But the most biggest I get now, and I see, is our TBC that bring us the highest economy on this planet, even bigger than the US government economy.
Mm-hmm.
So I appreciate really much on the TBC. Plus, as for me, I didn't do any broadcast. But as you explain now, I'm very great with the information that you give to do broadcast for a starter like me. With it, thank you very much, Steve and everyone.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Right, because you may not have a job, you may have other, but you may use TBC as your personal economy. See, you may
Yes,
not
yes.
even have a job, but you may use this as a platform for your personal economy. So
Thank you.
thank you so much, Mark. That was very nice of you. Okay, Mr.
Well,
Noli.
no.
Yes, Stephen, thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Good evening. By the way, thank you. Thank you for being a part of inspiration to us here in the Philippines
Mm-hmm.
to create of a lot of broadcasters. Already we have a broadcasters, we have a set of broadcasters, and we're going to the collaboration already, right? For Monday to Friday.
Mm-hmm.
And I have planned for to create maybe a second batch of broadcasters here in the Philippines. So maybe this week or next week, we can set another second batch of to be a broadcast. And I would like to inform to everybody that although Sir Milo is not here, but as far as I know, one of our tip, the broadcasters in the Philippines, Milo Gold, he's willing to help the Tibetians to be broadcasters if they want to be a broadcasters. We're conducting here at least every Saturday those persons who want to be a broadcaster. But again, one of our plan is to create second batch of broadcasters in the Philippines.
Oh, great. That's fantastic. Wow. What I love about you, Nobi, and your team, y'all always on the move. Y'all always see, this is about what I love about being a TBC, and you see what he's doing. They're always doing something to help someone come on board or become, because some people out there want to be a broadcaster. I've helped many, I can't even count how many people I've helped be broadcasters. It's so many people can be a broadcaster. It's not hard. It's not hard at all. And even get this, if you're really afraid of being live, you can do a recording. You can do a recording. You can start with recordings first until you feel comfortable. But I can tell you, if it's anyone that cannot, Noli, myself, Mbeh, Mr. Patam, there's several people here that's are broadcasters that's here, that's in the chat right now. They can show you how to become a great broadcaster, folks. And it gets better and better as you do them. Again, I was a little fearful myself when I started. I'd be honest with you, but I just didn't let that get in my way. I just started doing recordings, and I just played it back to see how I did. And next thing you know, I started. And I had, I'll never forget when we had the public blog then. I remember what admin said. To this day, I still remember. But admin I remember how he was so pleased when I introduced Noli to him. That was the best thing that could ever happen to Philippines. I'm letting you know, folks.
Yeah, of course. Thank you, Stephen. You're the one that to be a host, right? But actually, one site that you can use our broadcast here is a StreamYard. We're using StreamYard, and that is we use in our collaboration broadcast, because we can invite 8 to 10 person every broadcast. And also we use the so-called prism for individual, or like using for video like that. So we have a lot of tools to use to be a broadcast.
Right, different tools. Yes, yes,
Yes.
yes. See, there are different tools to become a broadcaster. Different things you can use. Different video platforms. You know, you may see. I think I've seen Noble use. I have never used it, but I need to get a better microphone. You know, when you talk, a better microphone, because sometimes your computer may not be used too well. Sometimes, unfortunately, depending on where you live, it's your network, and that's not exactly your fault, So, but I just hope and pray that we can get more people. We need to turn up more people being broadcast, because this is what admin wants, and admin is really big on that, folks. Admin don't want to be. You don't want to be silent and what we know and what we are learning. You want to get that, but you got to be careful. And when you use it, if you put it on YouTube, you got to be careful what you say, because if people are watching you. Even though you maybe have some strong feelings about something, you just got to be a little careful. Okay. All right, folks. Let me see. I don't know if we got anybody else. Okay, I think that's it for today. So, folks, let's when we unmic today, what I'd like for you to say, let's increase our personal economy in TBC. Let's increase our personal economy in TBC. Let's increase our personal economy in TBC.
Let's
Let's
increase our personal
Let's
economy.
increase our economy in TBC.
let's
increase our personal economy.
Bye, everyone.
Okay. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.